Sunday, October 19th, 2025, the Louvre Museum in Paris was open as usual. Visitors were walking through one of the most famous museums in the world, completely unaware that something unbelievable was about to happen. At around 9:30 a.m., a small group of highly professional thieves executed a perfectly planned heist. This wasn't a night robbery. This happened in broad daylight. The thieves didn't enter through the main doors. Instead, they used a construction area facing the Seine River. With a truck-mounted crane, they reached an upper window of the museum. Then, using electric cutting tools, they broke their way inside. Once inside, they moved directly to the Apollo Gallery in the Denon Wing, a room that holds part of the French crown jewels. These weren't just expensive items, they were historical treasures once worn by emperors and royalty. And here's the shocking part. The entire operation took less than 4 minutes. Experts say, at most, 7 minutes. As soon as the alarms went off, the museum was evacuated immediately and remained closed for the rest of the day. Many visitors didn't even realize what was happening. Some thought it was routine, others thought it was a fire. So what was actually stolen? Initial reports suggest 8 to 9 pieces were taken. Jewelry belonging to Empress Eugenie, Queen Hortense, and Marie Louise, wife of Napoleon I. There was also a diamond and emerald necklace and a crown that was later found damaged near the museum. But here's what's even more interesting. One of the most valuable gems in the entire collection, the famous Regent diamond, was not stolen. Experts believe this was intentional because it's too famous, too recognizable, and almost impossible to sell without being tracked, which means these thieves were not random. They were highly selective and extremely smart. So how did they pull this off? Everything was carefully planned. They used a crane in plain sight, pretending to be part of construction work. They chose the exact timing, just minutes after the museum opened, which suggests weeks, maybe months of preparation. And their escape? Most likely motorcycles or scooters, perfect for disappearing quickly into the crowded streets of Paris. Here's the ironic part. The Apollo Gallery is one of the most secure areas in the entire museum. Breaking into it from the inside would be nearly impossible, but no one expected an attack from the outside, and that was the weakness they exploited. Why is this heist so serious? Because the Louvre is not just a museum, it's the most visited museum in the world, home to the Mona Lisa and thousands of priceless historical artifacts. French President Emmanuel Macron called it an attack on national heritage, and officials confirmed these pieces are truly priceless. Now here's the biggest fear. Because these items are so well known, selling them normally is almost impossible. So what could happen? They might be broken down, melted, or sold piece by piece on the black market. Authorities immediately launched a full investigation. Forensic teams analyzed every detail. The museum was closed for a full day, and international agencies may soon get involved to track the stolen items worldwide. But here's my theory. What if this wasn't just about money? What if these thieves were working for someone else? Someone extremely wealthy, powerful, and obsessed with rare historical artifacts. Someone who doesn't want to sell them, but to own them in secret. Think about it. The thieves get paid and avoid the risk of selling globally wanted items, and the buyer gets priceless treasures that no one else in the world can have. So the real question is, was this just a robbery or something much bigger?